Hello, the ShiningPolaris again. Just finished watching AEW Dynamite, and I just finished it, so we're just going to go through my thoughts on everything just went down. And I'm sorry if things are out of order. I'm just trying to remember it right off my head. So, we start off immediately, first match, which is Adam Hangman Page versus, and Matt Hardy versus TH2. And of course, I've always liked TH2, even though they're like jobbers, but anywho, they have a new shirt out, which is very cool because it matches to my jacket here, which is a really cool brand, Machine 56. Give them a shout out. So anyway, they're big fans of that brand. I'm a big fan of that brand. That's cool. Anyhow, back to the match. You already know that at the end of this, it is going to be Adam and Matt Hardy for the win. Adam went and did his buckshot lariat to both Angelico and Jack Evans, and then you have Matt Hardy. I believe he went and of course the one that pinned them for the win. So you of course were just here to see what at the end of the match, because if you remember last week, Matt Hardy took Adam to the bar, like all drinks are on him or whatever, so he was trying to get Adam drunk enough so Matt Hardy would have him sign his contract, but Adam Page is too smart for that. He slipped in his own contract and he signed it and then made Matt Hardy sign it. So basically we just want to know, what did Adam slip in? Great part was you have Matt Hardy was like, oh, you're such a big star, you're gonna make so much money, and I'm gonna make a lot of money from you because I'm gonna take 30% of everything you make. And Adam Page was like, no, did you even read what we both signed there? And I love Adam was like, I learned from someone, someone great. Always keep the rolled up papers in your jacket. I love that. So R.I.P. Roddy Lee right there. That was very cool. And so Adam Page was basically like, what happened, what you signed was that we're going to have a match at Revolution, so it's going to be Adam Page versus Matt Hardy, but it's if Matt loses, then Adam will take all of his money that he made the first quarter of 2021. So of course Matt was so angry, and he's like, you're the Cardi, I can't believe you tricked me into signing that. And he's like, yeah, maybe I was trying to trick you to sign, his contract, but he's like, well, if you're gonna do that, then you have to step up and do the same thing. So yes, so that's what's gonna happen at this match. Anyone loses, so if Matt wins, then Adam has to give him his money too. So that's one of the matches for Revolution then. All right, the second match, which was really, really good, that was for the women's tournament, and this was Serena Deeb versus Riho. And Riho have almost a year basically since she appeared on AEW, so it was really, really cool to see her back. Always look great, I mean, she's so small, but she's such a good wrestler. I'm telling you, AEW is trying very hard to get their women division up, and this is a way to do it. They've been looking so good. Go on YouTube and watch the Japanese women tournament. That was amazing. This one, Serena Deeb versus Riho, it was really good. It was so many near falls. I said this on Twitter. I thought it was really funny. Serena Deeb, she has she's really tan, and she was wearing this purple gear with these cutouts or whatever. It made her look like Starfire. I'm just saying that right now, which is a good thing because Starfire is cool. But anyhow, there was just so many near falls. Of course, you got Rio. She's she's really good at the surprise roll-ups. If you do it right, it's like a skillful move, not like a dumb move. But anyhow, so she did a lot of near falls on both of them. But then at the end, Rio won it, and oh my God, me and the whole internet is so happy. Some people were concerned about this match because you don't want Serena Deeb to lose either. But you know what? She's enhancement talent, and she's already the NWA Women's Champion, so she can take a loss. But Rio really needed to win because she was AEW Women's Champion before. And we'd like to see her in. But it was really very, very good match. I was really on the edge of my seat. I really didn't know who was going to win there. But yes, Rio for the win. Next was, if I am correct, this was the very random Orange Cassidy versus Luther match. They just announced this like this afternoon, and I was like, what the hell is this? But me and everyone else was like, no, what's gonna happen? He's gonna give Orange Cassidy the win. Then afterwards, you're gonna have Miro and Kip or whatever gonna come out, you know, beat him down like they do in almost most matches, and then we'll have that Orange Cassidy versus Miro at Revolution. So what happened was in this match. So you got Orange Cassidy and Chuck Taylor come out, which they came out to the Best Friends music, which is great, and then Luther and Serpentico came out. This match was a total squash match. You knew Orange Cassidy was going to win, but holy, this was like 3 minutes long. I was like tweeting, I looked up, it was over. He landed his orange punch right onto Luther, and that was it. And that was literally the end of the match. Nothing happened afterwards. It was a quick payday for all. Highlight was Chuck Taylor landed his awful waffle finisher onto Serpentico, which is great. I'm very biased. That is currently my favorite finisher in AEW, and you never see it because of course Best Friends, they always do their tag team finisher instead. Anywho, that was the highlight of the match. That was done. I mean, moment Orange Cassidy won, went right back into the next segment, which was Sting and FTW. Yes, this was, even for me, which I enjoy Sting being on TV. Everyone on the internet is like, what is going on with these Sting segments? It's the same thing. You know, he just talks or he stands there, then FTW comes in and ruins the day. Can we do something different? So they did, a little bit different. Of course, we're just keep building up to the Revolution pay-per-view. You have Brian Cage and Taz in the ring, and they're just calling out Sting. So Sting finally comes out, and he actually comes in the ring, takes his jacket off like he's with his bat ready to battle Team FTW. And then Brian Cage hits Sting. Sting took a bump. I'm prepared to see that blown up on Twitter as well. Sting is fine. He is a healthy man. He can wrestle. Like I said, this Revolution is probably going to be a cinematic match, so it won't be too tough on him. But I'm sure he can take that little bump that Brian Cage did to him. So that was finally something a little different in the Sting versus Team Taz feud. So let's see, next one after that. Let's see. Oh man, I really want to go to the Young Bucks versus Santana Ortiz. Is that the next one? Maybe it is. We're just gonna go jump to that because I'm thinking about Team FTR. I think that's after Young Bucks. Anywho, Young Bucks versus Santana Ortiz. This was the match I was really looking forward to. Because at first when you hear it, you're like, Young Bucks, easy win for them over Santana Ortiz. But then this past week, even myself and everybody on Twitter was like, no, I think they're going to drop the titles because it would make more sense for Santana Ortiz to go against MJF and Chris Jericho. Yes, so the Inner Circle versus Inner Circle. And they can finally break up properly. And then Young Bucks can go after the Good Brothers for whatever reason, because everybody wants to see that too. Very good match overall. I mean, really, I was really rooting for Santana Ortiz. I mean, like they said, this was the first time ever that they went after the titles because, in the past 2 years or whatever, they're basically like Inner Circle henchmen. And even though they're a very, very good tag team, so you get to really see it in this match versus the Young Bucks. Like I said, the whole match was great. Inner Circle, they got kicked out because MJF is trying to do his shenanigans, but the ref was like, "You're out." So they're out. So they had a legitimate match in there. Again, lots of near falls, and I really did not know who was going to win because of all that speculation. But stupidly, and I just read this on Twitter as well, but I was thinking about it, so I'm glad I'm not the only one that thought about it. The great match, the finisher was very dumb. It was the most devastating move ever, which is the surprise roll-up. Nick Jackson, I believe, was the one that surprise roll-up. I'm guessing it was on Santana, I think? God, I can't even remember. Anyway, surprise roll-up was happening, and then that was it. So, I didn't like that finisher. I wish it was some other way. Otherwise, really good match. Of course, afterwards, you had Inner Circle comes out to go and they beat up Young Bucks. And you have Jericho and MJF. They both did their submission to Nick and Matt, which they tapped out, but the match is already over, so who cares? And then the funny part, you have Kenny and the Good Brothers are looking at the TV and they're like, "Huh, should we come out and help them?" But then you have Don Callis there was like, "No, wait guys." So Good Brothers finally came out to help Young Bucks, but they were like too late, and they didn't seem to have too much urgency either. So they were just kind of quickly walking instead of running into the ring. So what is going to happen here? I'm very sure this is going to create either another match or something. Something's going to go down because it's like there's obviously going to be a riff. It's going to be like Good Brothers versus Young Bucks eventually down the line. But I mean, let me just say again. Yes, you want the Young Bucks to win because they just beat FTR, and FTR didn't even hold the titles that long. Young Bucks claim to be the best tag team ever. It would be weird for them to lose like immediately to Santana Ortiz, who never got a shot ever. But story-wise, it would make more sense for Santana Ortiz and to give them a little push because Young Bucks already got the biggest push ever. So, but anywho, I trust the process. Young Bucks win. They're going to be against MJF and Jericho at Revolution. So we got that there. Let's see. Next was FTR versus the Seidel brothers. I didn't really watch this match too well because I don't really care for both teams. But FTR as being the best tag team ever, they were obviously going to beat the Seidel brothers. Oh yeah, you did have Cody on commentary. And Cody and Brandy did come out to give an announcement that Brandy's going to have a girl. So that's awesome. So congratulations to Brandy and Cody Rhodes. That's awesome news. So you have Cody on the commentary. He also revealed another match for Revolution, which is faces the Revolution match or whatever, gauntlet match, something like that, where he's going to have 6 people battle out for the TNT championship. And right now, is this going to be Cody, Scorpio Sky, and Penta, who's going to come back for Revolution. So that's good. It's good. Penta's coming back. And then 3 more will be announced later. So anyway, he said that during commentary. The match with FTR and Seidel brothers. Of course, you know that FTR is going to win this. So, of course, after the match, that's what we all were waiting for. After match beatdown. So it was FTR grabbed the other Seidel brother, Mike. So he grabbed Mike, and he had his hair up, and he had the scissors out. He's about to cut his hair. The lights turned off. I jokingly said, "Oh, is Sting gonna come out?" But no, lights went off. Lights went back on. All you see was Luchasaurus with his mask, with the horns cut off. And then when the whole lights came off, you have Jurassic Express, and they went and beat down the FTR. So that will be a match. I believe that was next week's match. Jungle Express, which have 3 people, versus FTR. The third person will be Tully. So I'm very curious how that's going to be. So I'm excited to see Tully in action if that's going to happen. That'll be cool. Alright, then we are at our main event, which is Eddie Kingston's family. So Eddie Kingston versus Eddie Kingston and Butcher and Blade versus Jon Moxley, Lance Archer, and Rey Fenix. So with John, Lance, and Rey, they came out together. Rey had a new mask. Well, he had it over his actual mask. It was like kind of a Penta mask. It was really cool looking. It was scary looking. It was really cool. And then Eddie Kingston and his family on their side. Great match, brutal. Anytime you see John and Eddie go one-on-one in this match, it was crazy. Yeah, it was just brutal all around. So anyway, again, watching this for after beatdown, I think almost every match had an after thing segment. So after the match, this is the one I really cared about. So after that, So John won. He choked out Eddie Kingston. So it was for once a very clean win over Eddie Kingston. John won. Then what happened was that Good Brothers came out to beat up Jon Moxley. Forgot to say this, all leading up to Kenny Omega coming out, because if you guys watch Impact, Tony Khan said that he was going to give Kenny a Valentine's Day gift. So the whole time we're like, what is he going to give? Everybody said it was Okada, but I felt like that was maybe too soon. But I was hoping for that. But anyhow, it did not happen. Kenny Omega comes out, he has a piece of paper in his hand, and he's like, Tony Khan gave me a Valentine's gift. He's like, this is the gift. You want a rematch? we're gonna have it at Revolution. But the thing is, which I think he kind of said, like, if he beats him, like, this is it. Like, he can't go after him again. Something like that. I don't know. But, or that he has to die. Like, he has to be killed in the match. So, so he said that the stipulation is going to be basically barbed wire explosion death match between Kenny and John for the AEW World Title at Revolution. So that is cool. So we will see that. Oh man, they have not announced Revolution tickets yet. I'm still waiting because I plan on going, and I'm hoping very big things happen at Revolution, especially during this Kenny Omega and Jon Moxley match, so we'll see. Alright, that is my thoughts. I don't know how long this video went, but I am just like, this, so let me just say, this episode was okay. I think there's a lot of random matches in here, but it was mostly an episode to build up for Revolution. So we got more Revolution matches. We got a couple more storylines going on. So overall, it was okay. Not as great as the other last 2 episodes, but it was still good. All right, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you soon. All right, bye.